Good evening. Welcome to the Malden Board of Appeal public hearing. Today is October 20th, 2021. Tonight's agenda. The Malden Board of Appeal will hold a public hearing Wednesday, October 20th, 2021 at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time at Malden City Hall, 215 Pleasant Street, Room 106, Herbert L. Jackson Council Chambers, Malden, Mass. On the following named petitions. This meeting may be recorded by Urban Media Arts. Before we get to the single petition tonight, we will open the meeting and do a roll call.
Kramer?
Here.
Sullivan?
Here.
Sherwin?
Here.
King?
Here.
Bilgan? Here. Santalaka?
Here.
Chu? Here. Thank you, all present.
I'm just turning, all right, I think all of your microphones should be on now. If you don't speak directly into the microphone, we're being recorded and they can't hear you unless you're right on top of the microphone. So our first order of business tonight would be the approval of minutes from August 18th, 2021, which was our last meeting. Did everybody get a chance to read the minutes? Would somebody like to make a motion to approve the minutes? You should be on. There you go, try that.
Yeah, I'll make a motion, we approve the minutes from the August 18th, 2021 meeting.
Who did, I couldn't hear, did someone, you approve?
He made a motion to approve it.
Okay. Second by?
Second.
Okay. Motion by Sullivan to approve the minutes of August 18th, 2021, second by John King. Sullivan?
Yes.
Sherwin?
Yes.
King?
Yes.
Bilgan?
Yes.
Kramer?
Yes.
Thank you, also approved.
Okay, moving on to the single petition that we have tonight. It's petition 21-012 by, oh boy, I'm gonna mess that up. Cheilla Santos for a variance of MCC 12.16.010, Table of Intensity Regulations, Chapter 12 of the Revised Ordinances of 2020 as amended by the City of Malden, specifically dwelling, single-family dimensional controls, side yard setback, as per plans RES 026364-2018 at the property known as and numbered 173 Pierce Street, Malden, Mass., and also known by City Assessor's Parcel ID 090772212. Would you like to come up and?
Hi, I'm Cheilla Santos, so my husband's going to speak of the petition because he knows more about the construction and everything, if that's okay.
Okay.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Hi, everybody.
How are you? Hello.
My name is Arino Santos. I live up 173 Pierce Street. I'm here to ask you guys about
Can you speak into the microphone? You can take your mask
Sure.
off when you're speaking, yeah, but if you could just speak a little
Yep.
more into it, great. Thank you.
Okay, better now?
Yes, thank you.
I'm here to ask you guys about the staircase I have on the right side, the new constructions there. I really didn't know I can't build the stairs there because I followed the paperwork, and the paperwork say to me, this is supposed to get it done, and in the beginning I follow the paper, but when I, on the process to get a spectrum from the house, then once the inspector say to me, Arino, this stairs not supposed to be here. I say, but now it look too late because it's already done. And say, yeah, but in the paper says you're not supposed to have it here. But the paper say to me to put it there. And then start, I say, can you do something? Because I can demolish it right now because the stairs, I need the stairs. They say, okay, you got a process to go through, and you need to apply for that. That's how I did it. That's what I'm here for, and I show the paperwork I have in the beginning, the plan and everything. I can tell you guys I follow what they showed to me. Because if I know I can build that thing there in that time, I not build it. Only I follow what I see, and I know. But I really, right now with the situation, if I can have the stairs, I want to stay with the stairs. If it not, you guys say. But I have the paperwork here, the one I follow in the beginning. If you guys want to take a look.
So, so the original plans that you submitted had this stair on it? And then once it was built, you found out that it
Yes,
was encroaching on the setback?
I can show you guys, this is, can I rub it?
Yep.
Thank you.
I see that there's a proposed addition on one of your plans. Has that been built already, that addition?
Yeah, yes, it's already done.
So it's already
Yeah.
built?
Yeah, almost.
So, on these plans, I'm looking at the front view. Would you not be able to see those stairs from the front? Is that?
Let me show you the foundation plan. It's right here. It's the second one. Yeah, this is the one you can write it down. You're not supposed to have it there. But I know I have one.
Oh, I see it
I know I have a lot of bunch of paper those, but
now. Okay, I do see it now. In the front view, it just looked like it was a deck, but now I see as I turn a few pages that there were stairs there.
it's not really like a little stair, but it's a little porch with the stairs right there on the left side.
Your left. Yep.
Just so I can get a feel for the whole process that you went through here, I mean, because you used the words they and he and the plan. When did the planning start? How long ago?
That started in 2019 with the paperwork. Then I have an architect, he did the project for me. And then the engineer told me what the process cost and everything. And then he did all the setup and sent to the city hall. That started in 2019
The engineer.
with the paperwork, yep.
And so the original plans had this stairway.
Yes, with the plan with the foundation, that's I follow all the plan.
Yep.
And the second one with the carpenter, the frame.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, one here I have. Yes. Well, let me give you that one.
Okay, that's what I was originally looking at, so it didn't show stairs.
Right.
But in another set with the same package, it does show them.
Yes. Yep.
And then,
So I am a painter. So when I have a mistake, one wall, it's easy, I go there and repaint. But when they have a staircase done, I know we can demolition, do all this stuff. But I'm here with the best, you guys take a look and tell me what the best way. That's I'm here for. And I have the final project here with the front and everything. My architect, he did that for me. If you guys want to take a look, the final project, it's right here, if you guys want to take a look.
right, but did you get a copy of this? Did you get a copy?
I'm not sure.
This is,
This is stamped by the city.
Approved to build.
Okay.
Did you get a copy? And it shows the stairway crossed out. And it says that
Yes,
mentioned there
I
about the
have all this with my stuff and everything. Like I said, I follow with not the little ones, I follow the big ones.
Well, I know, these, I'm sure they
Right.
struck down from the big ones.
Yeah, that's what he told me, Arvino, this is mistake. It's got mistake everywhere. I say, but that's already done, that's why I bring to here to try to keep the stairs.
All right, so you were put on notice then that the stairway was an issue.
Yeah, but
And it shouldn't be built in somewhere between you then and your builder, somebody put up a stairway. Is that right?
It looks like these were approved by the city, and then, was it final inspection? Someone came by and said these stairs were not in compliance?
Well, the stairs there, that's a process, 2 years. Right now, I'm not finished yet.
Yeah.
But the stairs there are almost 2 years. But the inspector come and say, Arvin, this one you have to go because, that write it down on paper.
Maybe we
I
can
said,
get a
wow.
history from you.
That's mistake. So when I talk with the carpenters, it's already, when I have the carpenter take a look at the job, it's included the stairs. That give a price for everything. So that's got it done, But then I didn't know, oh my God, this is mistake between me and the inspector. He said, okay, but you can apply for stay with the stair. It is mistake, but it's big mistake myself because I supposed to check everything in the beginning and.
can I just interrupt you for a second? I don't mind that you're standing there, but it's being recorded, so they can't hear you.
Okay.
Sorry. Nelson, did you have anything that you wanted to?
I can clarify if you like.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, maybe the process.
Do you have a plot plan? Do you have a big version of that offhand?
Oh, that's the one with the stamp right
That's,
here.
that's the one that shows the proposed addition on it. Do you have a large version?
Yes.
Okay, can you just hold that up while Nelson speaks, just so he can orient us?
Like that?
No, I'm referring to this one here. I don't know if you have a large version of that.
No, it's not here.
We just have the same size as small size.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
So the stamped plans they were stamped, it looks like May 23rd, 2018. And then it looks like maybe there's another set from October 24th, 2018 that show the first ones don't show the stairs and the second ones do. Yeah, Nelson, could you clarify?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, so when a permit's applied for and a set of plans are submitted with that application, obviously, whatever building inspector is gonna review that permit, looks at them, and if there's markups to be made, they mark up those plans. And then to perpetuate that set of plans being the record set, they stamp them with a stamp that we have, they sign them and date them. And those are the records set for the permit. So the confusion here is that we have two different sets of plans. We have the sets of plans which you just saw, which were submitted, and then you have in your package the sets of plans that were approved, which Inspector Reardon clearly marked up and said, you can't put the stairs there, they're within the setback. So what happened was, you know, he marked it up, and then obviously through some miscommunication from that point forward, the stairs got built, and then they didn't get caught until he was out there for an inspection and said, hey, the plans say you're not supposed to build that, and you built the stairs. So that's what brought us here today. So the set of plans you all have in your package, which have that circular stamp approved by Building Department Inspector Dan, that's Dan Reardon's name, I know you can't read it, and a date of 10/24/18, those were the plans that were approved for the permit and expected to be constructed.
Thank you.
Just a clarification question, 10/24/18, that's the stamp where Inspector Reardon marked up that the stairs could not be there?
Yes.
Okay.
So he would have marked those plans up, stamped them, dated them, issued the permit, and then within our electronic permitting system, those set of plans would be within that permit in our system. And then when the applicant got the permit, they would have that set of plans with the stamp, and then they're instructed that that's the set of plans that should be on site, so that when inspectors come out, everyone's referencing the same set of plans, the ones approved by our department. Sometimes, you know, there's markups from us. We meet with fire prevention on a lot of, not something like this, but on larger projects, we meet with fire prevention. They might mark up the plans, and then that becomes the record set of plans. So.
Nelson, the approved plans didn't have these stairs at all, is that right?
Well, they weren't shown on the, you're right, they weren't shown on the plot plan, but they were shown in the elevations.
I'm sorry, shown where?
In the elevations.
Okay.
And that's where you can see on page T1, Dan, Inspector Reardon crossed them out on, he also puts down the number of bedrooms so that doesn't get confused in the future as to how many bedrooms are supposed to be in a property. And then on page A3, you can see he circled them and he said, removed, setback requirement 10 feet, setback not met. He stamped that and signed it. And I guess that's it.
And I guess my question is, do we need these stairs, or is there some egress requirement that these stairs on the side are required?
No, a second egress from a second level on a single-family home is not required. It has two egresses because it has a side door, and an egress through a garage does count as a second egress for a one or two family home, so it's not required.
Okay.
Thank you, Nelson. So normally we would ask if there's anybody here to speak in favor or in opposition of the project, but you're not, Joe, you're not here for that, right? Okay.
Do you have pictures of the stairs that you?
So at this point, we'll open it up for discussion among
This one here?
the board. Does anybody
Okay.
have any comments or any other questions they want to ask?
I have a question.
You should be on.
Okay. We're off for some reason. You're blinking.
Do I need to press it?
You should be live. I think you're live. Speak into it.
Hello?
Yeah, you're
Okay.
live.
My question is maybe for the homeowner. Was the original building permit applied for by you, or did you have the contractor apply for it?
Yeah, that's the engineer. The engineer applied
So the engineer was the person who filed the plans and-
Yeah.
and received them back?
Well, that's in that time, I'm not sure, it's a, do you know? I applied for that, right? Okay, yeah. So it's me and my wife, did it with the engineer. He
Oh, excuse
applied-
me, can you take your mask off at the mic? It's just a little,
Okay.
it's a little muffled, thanks.
Yeah. So I did it with my wife and the engineer. He did all the process. Take the work like that. What?
Sorry, we came with an engineer because we didn't know the whole process was our first construction. So he came with us and helped us with all the process and steps here at the City Hall. He was the guy who came with us and helped us with everything. We didn't do everything by ourselves. He helped us.
Okay.
So the engineer was with you when you received the marked up plans saying don't build the stair? The engineer was there and saw them?
My husband was the one who came and picked it up, and he saw everything the way it was on the plan, like this big one, not the small one, so he followed whatever was here with the carpenter and the construction guys. So the engineer came once after everything was done just to take a look, but he never said anything about it. He initiated everything, but he never be part of the process. It was just the design, who bring you here and that's it. And after that, he never be part of the process anymore.
Well, it's the beginning. I know the stairs is there. Actually, it's not on the left side. In the beginning, it's supposed to be on the right side. So that one, it be any side. It'd be on the left side, it'll be on the right side. So I be there in my hand. When I get the paperwork, and I know it's my fault. I supposed to go through and check 100%. But that's my first house I built here in Malden. I didn't know how the things work, but I followed the paperwork. That's my mistake. I followed the paperwork. I supposed to go with Mr. Daniel, want the inspector responsible for that house, and clear each point. That's my mistake. But when it's done, that's the time he told me, oh, Irene, do you see this mark here? It's because it's not supposed to be here. But now it's there. So what you can do now? You got a process you can go through. That's what it start all this, but I fall at the beginning of all the process, because if it can't be there, that's, you guys can tell me, but I follow what, Dan say to me, go apply and see, because I know, the stairs supposed to be on the right side, it's now on the left side, but the stairs there on the paper, I don't know, so that marks tell me you can't do it. But when they close with the contract with the carpenters, it's there and get it done. But it's my mistake about that, for the marks there. And I told the carpenters, get it done. But I supposed to go through with the city to make sure what's this line here about it, but I not did it. I told us everything is all set. It's not the city's fault too. I think it's misunderstand what is very, all the time us have a mistakes,
Can you explain where the stairs go? Is that the stairs lead up to the old part of the house?
Well, the stairs get right there on the first floor, because downstairs is garage. So it's
So
get
the
right
whole
there.
new addition is garage in the lower level, and then the stairs go up to the first floor, which is above the garage,
Yes,
and it connects to living space or
it's connect right there in the kitchen.
in the kitchen?
The kitchen's right there on the left side, on the right side.
And why do you use the stairs? Just convenience to get from,
Well, that's, the engineer told us at the beginning, they need the stairs to get on the second floor. Like I say, in the beginning, it's supposed to be on the right. I say, why not make the left side? It's more, and nobody see the stairs. It's on the side of the house and on the other side. It go use that for emergency, whatever. Most I use the other door on the right side to get in the house with the garage. That one's on the left side, out of the everything. But it's a good location. I use that a lot.
Is there any reason why you wouldn't, if we do not approve this, would you replace the stair in a place that would conform to setbacks? It looks like you could potentially do it where your garage doors are now and be in compliance.
Well, I follow what you guys say, you know. I'm here to get the right point to get the stuff done. I can move the stair, but where I go put the stair? I could put it on the front of the house because it's the only place now I can go. Because on the left side and right side, it's almost, left side where the stairs are 12 feet something, and the other side is almost there 10 feet. Follow right there, straight the lines. That's the survey. I go there a couple times to make sure the lines, everything is work right. It's a very complicated to start the foundation, everything, but it works.
I have a question for Mr. Santos and then one for the building commissioner. So what are the dimensions of the deck? Because I can't see it from the copy I have. It's too small.
You talk about dimension, the house?
No, the deck. The deck at the top of the stairs.
Oh, it's a 4 by, I think it's 4 by 6. It's a 4, when you get there, 4, it's only you can turn it on and go with the stairs.
Okay.
It's not open deck, it's only, you can turn it on and going down. I think it's 4 by 6 on the top.
From doing the site visit today, it appears that the deck is the same width as the stairs. It's not like a walkout deck. It's essentially the landing, which is what he's referring to as the deck, is the same width as the staircase.
Okay. I think.
This one says 4 by 12.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks.
4 by 12?
Yeah.
Yep. It's a 12, the siding and for the turning, yep.
And then my question for the commissioner is, if the board votes to not let the stairs remain, then the owner would need to remove both the stairs and the top landing as well, right?
Yeah, the stairs, the landing, and also the door
Okay.
that goes out to it.
Adam, did you start to ask a question earlier?
No, I think that answered it.
Okay.
Can you just confirm, is there an existing porch with stairs on the right side of the house? And then you have a new stair on the left side of the house?
On the original part of the house.
Well, you can see one of those paperwork show the stairs on the right side of the house.
Those are existing, right?
Yeah, there's in the back of the house, yes,
You
that's
saw
an old
two
one.
sets of stairs today?
Sorry, say that again?
You sent us pictures of two stairs today.
So I took photos of two different sides of the house. So it's basically, it's an old house, and then there's a new addition
Yep.
essentially in front on this, like closer to Sylvan Street. On the south side, there is a staircase that is right up abutting the property line, and I believe that's grandfathered in. Are you talking about the north?
Yeah, I was just trying to confirm there is existing stairs that go up to the second floor on the right side. It looks like an existing porch
Yes.
from the original house.
Yeah, so there are existing stairs going to the old
Yep.
part of the house, or the original dwelling, that have no setback. They abut the property line of the south, neighbor on the south side.
Yep.
Yes, to get in that house, it's like a second level when you come to the street. That's a build, I think it's 1927. To get on the front door, you have to go up on the stairs, right there.
So is there a reason you need 2 stairs to the second floor on the outside?
The old house, it's first floor, right there, up on the stairs. And the second floor, the old house, from the back, with the kitchen, get the stairs with the second floor. That's, I'm talking about the old house.
Yeah, but the old house and the new house are connected.
It's a connector. It's got a stairs right there.
Yep.
But it's only, now, you allowed me into the house today.
Yes,
It's only connected on the first floor, correct?
yes,
The first floor is where the garage is.
yes,
So essentially, if you're living on the second or third floor, if you want to connect to the old part of the house, you have to go all the way down to the garage level.
yes.
And then
yes,
cut through, right?
yes. Because the old house, it's no way to connect with the new one, because it got a roof right there. Because the second floor is only in the back of the old house. And the front, it's got it's like a little attic there. It can't connect with that situation, because it's different level. You guys, you can see with the plan. It's not easy to connect those houses, but it works. I'm there, I'm excited to move the front as soon as possible.
So if I could just jump in from my observations today, it seems like the living levels are the second and third floor of the new construction. The first floor is garage only,
Yes.
which is not a habitable area. So if there were to be an emergency on the second or third floor, the only egress would be to go all the way to the first level, out the garage doors,
Yes.
or the side door on the south side that leads outside, or go into the old part of the house.
Yes.
Right, so, I mean, I could potentially see where if there was a fire or an emergency situation, that these non-conforming stairs could potentially be a good emergency exit where, you know, fire or public safety could reach the second floor. Because right now, it seems like they'd have to go in through the garage door or the backside and go up potentially 3 flights of stairs versus 1 flight, which is these stairs.
Some of the issues that I have with that is, I mean, it does have all the legal entrances and egresses without these stairs. And I see on houses, a lot of houses where you have exterior stairs coming down from second floors. Maintenance is a big issue ongoing. And you see oftentimes some of these aren't safe to use after a certain length of time. People just don't take care of them the way they should. I mean, and for us to grant a variance on something that's has a potential for that kind of a problem, and it's not required for him to be able to get in and out of that house with these stairs. There's other stairs and other entrances and exits available to him. It seems like the city they did their part. I mean, they showed what couldn't be done. He's tried his best, and he admits that he had a mistake. But I mean, a lot of it I think, should rest on the engineer, which we're not here to place blame particularly. But I mean, the engineer that they hired to kind of shepherd this through should have been the one to say, you don't do that. I mean, the city did their part and said, don't do that. and the engineer should have either had the plans redone, or it was specifically to say, don't do it. I don't know. But I mean, I think it's, I'm happy that you've got a house that you like, and the stairs are an issue, but I mean, I think, you know, to grant a variance based on mistake is, you know, I don't think is a good way to make the decision. Just when I was looking at the statement on the variance criteria that was filed with it, I mean, there's 4 has to be met. Two of them don't, you know, aren't. I mean, one says not applicable. Well, geez, you know, it is applicable because it has to be met. And to describe the substantial hardship, well, second egress was installed in error. You know, not a real hardship. I mean, you had plans, you had the notations. So, I mean, I think based on this, there's, you know, 2 of the 4 aren't met. We can't grant variances without all of them being met. I'm done.
Any other comments?
Yeah, I'd just like to make a comment. I mean, in full disclosure, I'm not voting today. I'm an associate member, so I'm not voting here. But, you know, I think it was clarified that someone dropped the ball on this. The engineer dropped the ball. You constructed the stairs. I'm trying to understand that this is a very confusing process. You know, navigating City Hall, navigating the building department. It's not for someone who says it's their first time doing this. This is not an easy process. So I mean, and I understand we have the 4 criteria that have to be met, as Member King clearly said. But I think we have to understand that there potentially could be a cultural or language misunderstanding, confusion on what has to take place. So I mean, clearly this is obviously out of code, right? 10 feet is required. They have 7 feet, or 7.5 feet at the shorter distance.
3 feet.
Now that that's there, is there some kind of consideration that we can give to the homeowner who already has the staircase built? I mean, is there any, I don't know if this is a condition, but is there any public safety reason why the stairs should not be there at this point? I mean, we realize the mistake was made. It's there now. I mean, from doing the walkthrough, it doesn't visually appear that it's essentially blocking that alleyway that I emailed the pictures out that you could see. I mean, is there some kind of, I don't know, some kind of consideration we can give? The staircase is there. If anything, it provides, this is strictly my opinion, it provides one more access for public safety if there's ever an emergency. Other than that, I mean, they would have to go all the way down to the first floor to get out through the garage, or to the south side. On the north side, there's actually another staircase behind leading to the old house, which was probably built back in the 1920s or something. There was anyway, that's irrelevant, but I guess what I'm asking is, now that this is already existing, I don't know, is there some kind of flexibility that we can allow?
Like I say, when I speak with the inspector, Mr. Dan, he's very particular things with the papers and everything. All the time he go there, he's say, "Oh, guys doing nice work," and everything's work. He's go all the details and everything. Then when he showed me the staircase, it's not supposed to be there, and I say, but it's on the paperwork. Yes, Arvino, it's right here in the paperwork, but don't you see the right here? Yes. Yeah, you're not supposed to put the stairs there. That's my mistake, like I say in the beginning. I supposed to check the 100%, because the staircase is not the end of the road to me, because more important is the house, is the room for my family, the kitchen, but it's already done, and it's included with the contract with the buildings, what they build, make the frame and everything. But if I know 100% they can't build that stairs, I not do it, because it be something wrong. I don't want to do anything wrong, you know. And I didn't know if that stairs, it go have this media, all this bigger media. I didn't know, you know. It's look like immigration, you know. It's kind of thing. I'm not prepared for that, you know. It looked like I have a lawyer, you know, something like that. Because I'm surprised. I thought it's a small thing. It can fix it up easy. But the way I see it, it's not that easy, you know. But I'm your hands, guys. Whatever guys want to do it, I do it, you know. It's something simple for me, you know. If you have to be with the stair, I be with the stair. If you're not, put the stair down.
Yeah. Well, just, you know, my opinion on some of what was just said too is, our job, unfortunately, isn't to fix a mistake. I mean, and if we have people coming to us who've made the single family into a two-family, or they've made, you know, put the 20-foot addition on instead of the 10-foot addition, and it was a mistake, you know, and we have to make a consideration based on mistakes. I mean, we can't do that. We have to make it based on the ordinances and the bylaws, unfortunately. And I think perhaps there's a way you could probably get there may be a way to put a stair in the front somewhere.
You guys want to take a look, the
I mean,
final?
Well, no, he's off the clock now. But he's never off the clock, actually, but there's probably ways you could do it. Unfortunately, I mean, if I were voting now, I wouldn't really be in favor of, you know, allowing this because of that kind of a mistake, and it's just too close to the lot lines, and I'm really sorry. I mean, you had professional advice, and that engineer should have been the one who you know, pointed all that out to you. I mean, it wasn't just you as a first-time buyer, I mean, or a first-time builder doing this. You had professional help, you know, with it. So someone dropped the ball, and it's not necessarily, I'm not blaming you, but it's what it is now.
Mr. Now, if you want to take the final paper, you can take a look if you want. That's tell where's the front door out of total from the stairs. Because this is the final architect make for me, with the final and everything, with the driveway, with the front door.
No, it's not going to be perfect, you know. It's to move the staircase now, but I mean, it's probably possible.
Right.
You know, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to necessarily lose that stairway to the second floor.
Mr. Dan, he asked me for final project. That's include the driveway, with the enter the house, to show me everything that help with the final process. You know, that's I did everything. I follow what you say. You know, that's I get this done to bring your guys and take a look. You know, if you guys want to take a look before you guys make and decide.
I got a procedural question. Can we give the Mr. Santos's an option to withdraw without prejudice until they can figure out a new option that works better for them, but may require less of a variance or no variance at all, versus voting no and then potentially putting it off. Is that procedurally, can we do that in this case?
I think the deck is already 3 feet. Is it 3 feet wide or 4? 4. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's a tight lot, there's almost no way
There's nowhere to
to
really.
do anything on the side.
So I think,
I mean, if we were to vote and it were denied, they could still go to the building department and build a conforming stairway, if that's possible. I mean, that won't affect their rights to do that at all, either way. I mean, but to put it with a potential having them come here, I mean, if, we're talking about inches now on, for making a change to that stairway. It's either gonna be conforming or not. I mean, and that's what we would be voting on now, I think.
would anybody like to make a motion on this?
Well, you always make me do these. I'd have to make a motion that the petition be denied.
I'll second it.
Ready for vote? All right, on motion by King, second by Sherwin, to deny this petition. Sullivan? Yes. Sherwin?
Yes.
King?
Yes.
Bilgan?
Yes.
Kramer?
Yes.
All right, on a vote of 5-2-0, this petition 20 dash, I'm sorry,
21-01.
21-012 is denied.
So now you can go to the building department and talk to them about trying to work out a
Okay.
stairway that conforms. I mean,
Okay.
it's not that out of the question that you won't be able to get one, but I mean, they're wizards over there.
Okay, all right, I do that. Okay, you guys don't wanna take a look, my final finish for the house?
When it's done, I'll come by the house and take a look.
I don't do this work, sir, so I can tell you this without anything. You ought to speak to an attorney about some of the stuff that went down here.
Right.
Yep.
Cause the house look good now, but the fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the front of the house looks really, really nice.
Yep,
It stops you as you're driving by.
make Malden better.
Thank you for allowing me in the home today to do the site visit.
Okay,
Yep,
I
thank you.
appreciate your help.
But really, what he said, someone dropped the ball on you. I mean,
Do you want these documents back?
yeah. You know,
Thank you.
sir, what he was saying about seeing maybe an attorney, I mean, someone dropped the ball that you hired, and they should be responsible, I would think, for a lot of the costs that you're gonna, would incur making that move. Yeah, it's not just your mistake. I mean, because you had somebody that represented you,
Yeah,
maybe the architect. No.
it's fine. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so that concludes tonight's meeting. Would somebody like to make a motion to adjourn?
So, I'll second.
Motion by King, second by Sherwin to adjourn. Sullivan?
Yes.
Sherwin?
Yes.
King?
Yes.
Logan?
Yes.
Kramer?
Yes.
Thank you. Meeting adjourned at 7:20 PM. Next meeting will be November 17th, 2021, 6:30 PM.
November 17th? November 17th?
November 17th. We have one petition.
Do we know how many items are on the docket? Just one? Okay.
We haven't had a sign in a while.
Oh, it's a sign. Oh, yeah?
Oh, thank you.
We give it back. Oh. I know. If you use a little like cantilever deck for stairs, like they can fit.
In the front?
Or someone should have designed a house that connects to the addition. Well, I didn't want to say that, but yeah, because there's already, non-conforming.
When we review the plans, we can tell them it's not compliant, but we can't redesign it. Right. I mean, if it's not compliant, you cross it out, so you don't need that. You can't say, well, maybe you should put it in the back of the house. You know, it's kind of up to them.
Yeah.
think they could put it on the other side because that side of the house is even closer to the property line than the side of the house.
But that side's already non-conforming though, right?
I would have said probably 10-foot storage in the garage.
Well, it's interesting because he already has like a little detached garage in the front. So I don't know if he's leaving that there or if he's gonna demolish it, you know?
I mean, people need storage, so maybe he'll just use it as like a storage.
Yeah.
Rent it out, make some money.
Well, I mean, when I looked at it, I was like, is he trying to make this like into like a two-family house? Because I was like, there's already.
That's what I was afraid that might
I
come
was like, there's already a kitchen like and stuff, and I looked online like on Zillow and they had a picture of like the original house that they bought, and it was already fixed up pretty nice, but it was small. It was only 925 square feet, and then he does an addition that's probably bigger than the existing house, and I was like, why does he have a second kitchen in the house? There's already a kitchen in it.
Well, that's some of the, I mean, our decision's going forever.
Yeah. Because that's the other thing too, like
But
with
if
this.
they walked through the house and had two kitchens, they would have triggered, that would trigger something else, because you can't have two kitchens in a single family.
Maybe they
must have taken-
demolished the other
Yeah,
kitchen.
the inspector was in, unless,
Oh, it kept the attachments.
but
Yeah.
maybe they didn't go into the old house because it's.
It wasn't touched or whatever. Yeah.
I think they probably would have asked to go see somebody just to make sure. No?
Because at first when I looked at it, I was like, is this like an illegal two-family conversion?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because that would make sense too, why you would want to have two sets of stairs for the new house too, if you're going to basically rent it out as like,
And not have it connected.
and not have it connected, yeah.
Entry door, whatever that is down there.
Yeah.
But it's not our job today, right? We don't want to dig a bigger hole for anyone. Let's be prepared for those nights we have like 4 or 5 petitions. It's like, it can be pretty long.
Long-winded attorneys representing the people.
Oh, I used to be one of those long-winded, I've been to zoning board hearings where where people in the crowd are like shouting me down and telling me how terrible my client is. My client's like ruining their lives and causing them to have diabetes and heart conditions and whatnot.
Cars, people, who needs them?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm an architect, so whenever I'm there.
Their grandchildren are hiding in the closets because of the sound of trucks driving by, because it's so nerve-wracking for them. It's kind of interesting, the stuff people would like will bring up in some of these meetings.
Chairman has to say, gee, that's not perfect.
Oh, but it doesn't stop me. Public comment, like 20 people lined up with the same comment. Yeah.
Well, we could say that too. Well, we could, thank you very much.
What cities have you been in front of the zoning board in?
I've been to like West Boylston. I've been to down on the Cape. What is that?
Any Cambridge or Boston? That's what I'm used to. Cambridge is really
No,
hard.
I've only been to only in Boston as a proponent for the projects I work on now. Yeah. But I've. Yeah. Affordable housing. Yeah. But I've sat through some stuff, like waiting for my.
Yes, they said it's a blurb about something in Chinatown.
Yeah.
Who's the architect on that?
So the one architect we're working on for the project we're trying to get groundbreaking for right now is Brunner Kaw.
I used to work there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know which project you're talking about.
Oh, our guy is Lawrence Chang.
Yeah. Lawrence.
Oh, where
In
you
Carno,
now?
used to
In
work
Carno,
there.
yeah. Oh, so you were there not that
I have
long
Carno's
ago.
cat now. Yeah.
You have Carno's cat?
I worked there for 6 years, and I just moved to Arrow Street, which does much bigger projects but less affordable housing.
Well, Arrow Street did, you guys actually did some drawings for another project in Chinatown. I don't know if you worked on it. It was for a hotel project that they were trying to get off the ground, but there was huge community opposition to it because it was like on a very like narrow and busy street. Also, the guy who was like proposing it, he didn't get a very good lawyer. Like his lawyer is not a zoning lawyer.
That is the worst.
It's a business lawyer. And the lawyer.
She's like perfect. Look at all this energy she's bringing.